open your insult generator and save it as insult generator functions. We're going to redo the insult generator, but we're going to redo it using a function. We're going to take the code, so here's what the code looked like before, and we're going to make an easy way to pick a word from a list, and it doesn't matter which list it is. We'll let it pick from any of the lists that are there. So we're going to put in a function, and we're going to call it, so we'll say function, I should probably put in comment here, so function to choose a random word from an array. We'll say function, and we'll call it pick random word and I want to be able to send in any list, so I'm just going to call that list words for now because it doesn't really matter what that list of words is. And that function is just going to return, and I'm going to just copy this code right here from var random words. I want to use that code to return any random words from a list. So this simple little chunk of code, we will be able to then get rid of all of the other stuff that we're doing up here. I could send in any list of words right now, and it would call and pick one random word for that list. So if I put in a function call right now to body parts and said pick random word, and I did the body parts array, it would pick a random word from that list at the top. So that's the code to do the picking of the random word. Now we need to make also a function to generate the random insult. So we're going to be grabbing a bunch of what we did right here and putting it into a function. So this is a function to create a random insult. From 3 random lists of words. So I'm going to name it function generate random insult and I'm going to have my lists right here, so I'm going to go up and grab these 3 lists and I'm going to cut and paste them right here. And then I'm going to join all of the random strings into a sentence. And that would be this random insult right here, but it's going to be a little bit different. So we're going to say var random insult equals your plus, and then we're going to pick a random word from the body parts array, And then we're going to say is like a, and pick a random word from the adjectives array, and a space, and then pick a random word from the words array, and if you want to have fun, you could add some exclamation points to the end of that. Now that does all of this. So I'm going to delete all of that code. The last thing we need to do is return that random insult. I'm going to delete that. We're going to do it as a, once we exit the function, first we need to return it. We're going to return the random insult. So here's the function to create the random insult. Here's the function to choose a random word. And once we're done doing all of that, we can call the generate random insult function. And when I open it up, it creates my random insult the same way that it did before, but now in some nice, compact, reusable code. We got rid of a lot of redundancies in there. If you run it a couple times, you'll see that you get a different insult each time. You could even call it multiple times. So if I call this multiple times and save it, I should get this time 3 different ones that pop up. So it'll say your hair is like a screeching tree, your nose is like a rusty tree, your nose is like a rusty horse. This is a really short list. There's only 3 things in each of it. But we can just copy and paste that one thing each time we want a new insult to come in. So it makes it a little bit neater. Make sure you take this new insult generator with functions and add it to this assignment in Google Classroom, because I do want to see that you completed it and were able to get it running.